Hi everyone, this is Suzanne Wagner. I am doing the astrology for December 2022, taking back our world with a storm. Take this month to prepare for the upcoming Pisces storms of 2023. I will talk more about that in my astrology for 2023 shortly. But check out the blogs and videos about the Chinese astrology for the year 2023, the year of the water rabbit, and the numerology for 2023, the year of the number 7. Now available on my website, YouTube channel, and Facebook. Know that the Mars retrograde is still delaying some things, but also giving us a chance to play a game of catch-up. We start this month with Venus in Sagittarius opposing the retrograde Mars in Gemini. This can leave us feeling out of sorts after a lovely Thanksgiving celebration. Don't trust our personal perceptions or slants. They will tend to be more reactive than real. Know that things do not need to be clear at the beginning of this month. That is because too many things are still coming into the light. We are almost at the winter solstice, the darkest time of the year. Best to not make any big decisions that we may have to redo later. Some things continue to be obscured and are intentionally hiding in the shadows. Focus will be a challenge for us as the lure of our most cherished illusions seems to make us less practical in our approach. Try to keep a slow but steady progress with all plans. Just because we cannot do what we want right now does not mean that by March we are not fully engaged in this radically new and interesting astrology. There is a bold energy that comes in around the second of the month because of the moon in Aries trining the sun in Sagittarius. If we are lucky, we might get a peek at some of our best qualities. Make note of them because they are being shown to us now, so we recognize them and learn to have better access to them later on in 2023. Then it is followed by Neptune going direct on December 3rd. What seemed lost in the foggy mindsets of the masses begins to clear, and our dreams seem to reignite in expressive and intuitive ways. Venus and Neptune will square, and it supports us in defining some new boundaries so we do not feel a victim to our kind heart. On the 5th, we continue to deal with the moon conjuncting Uranus, both in Taurus. Much is changing and will continue to pull us emotionally through those places that have resisted the required shifts. Growing up seems hard at the moment. Mercury will go into Capricorn on the 6th, and that will help us stabilize and be more practical in our communication style. Notice what is flowing through those thoughts and be aware that honesty can be perceived by some to be overly critical. Pick your words carefully. While it is good to be optimistic, it is even better to have a dose of realism thrown in for a better balance. On the 7th of December, we have a full moon in Gemini supporting us in being curious and yet reminding us that we have to learn to balance the two sides of our nature, those pesky little Gemini twins, with patience and steady progress. Gemini likes to zip around, but that full moon will help us see what had been hidden and undermining our actions. Just when we think we have a handle on such illuminating energy, on the 8th, the Sun and Mars will go in opposition, making us easily irritated, and we may need to find an outlet for some of our energy. Venus will go into Capricorn on the 9th, and we really look closely at those family patterns and relationship issues that continue to need time and attention. Some people will seem to be inconsiderate of the feelings of others. The goal will be to keep personal sanity and generate more physical stability. After the 10th, the moon shifts into a more artistic and expressive place. Music is important, and finding the time to express those hidden things becomes a priority. As the month continues to unfold, we notice those that will stand out, and it inspires us to allow our own uniqueness to be seen. Towards the middle of the month, a bit of resistance rears its head. It feels as if we are not fitting in, and there may be moments that we want to be alone, quiet, and let our mind wander. Little things will seem to get under our skin. Notice if the tone of our voice is leaning towards expressing irritation. Balance continues to be an ongoing theme, and we seem to need to know the expectations others have on us. Failure is not an option. but we also can feel big undercurrents in the requests that others require from us. Relationships seem to increase in intensity, and there will be moments that seem overwhelming. Remember to be passionately present with those we love. There are many things that will seem to pull on us in December. It is best to fully drop in with someone, even if it is for a few minutes. That might require us to stop everything we are doing to give them our attention and care. We can get back to the stuff later. Jupiter goes into Aries on the 10th and will remain there until the 17th of May 2023. Many will feel the need to start over or start again. Sometimes we must disconnect from what is in order to find out what is next. We are being given a chance to reset our chakras, and that may take a few months. There is much going on between January and the end of March 2023. So if we feel the need to step back, that is because we need more energy, as we will be required to step through in May. On December 21st, the sun moves into the winter sign of Capricorn. Many want to hunker down and peace out for the next month. So much has happened in 2022, and so much is still so unclear. 2022 felt like trying to walk through quicksand. December puts us on more solid ground, yay, and we just want to take a pause and rest. As we reflect on 2022, what we see at the end of December will be those many situations, organizations, corporations, and power people that have been speaking nonsense. Their hollow, vacuous words and promises now seem to echo in our mind. They sound like a monotone of empty lies. We are beginning to see how we have been used and abused for decades, if not centuries. We seek what will really matter and what types of things this world really needs, and what can be attained and mastered in the short and long haul. On the 23rd, the new moon in Capricorn will be the moment when we can finally plant some seeds that matter to us, so that we can create a more abundant future. Then there is a rush of movement and energy that will carry us through to the end of the year. We finally feel as if we understand more, and we can feel more aligned with who we are now. The past is released in the cold winter winds, and we surrender to a world that is clearly moving in unconventional ways, as the traditional continues to be usurped by the progressive needs of a larger calling that is happening now. Have a beautiful holiday season. Thank you for joining me. Thanks.